God, God, that's heavy. Just kidding. Are the Vito bags worth it? Are they not? That's what we're going to go over today. Are they worth the money? Are they a hype? Let's go over that right now. God, that's heavy. Just kidding. So this is the Vito Pro Pack Tech Pack. This is the blackout version, probably one of the most expensive ones you can buy. Not trying to be bougie. I was looking for a bag that would fit all my needs and I could put everything in it, keep it organized, and it wasn't chaotic. So let's go over the features of this bag, the pros and the cons of it. So if you're one of those people that just likes to carry a screwdriver and a 11-in-1 in your pocket or a pair of wire strippers and a meter, this is not for you. But for the people that have a hard time keeping organized in traditional tool bags, or you have some of these backpack bags that just don't stay organized, watch the video. Not gonna lie, this bag is not cheap, but it is cheaper than my weekly grocery bill for my kids, I'll tell you that. The nice thing about this bag is it has a lot of different features. They have different ones. They have the MB3, the MB4, the different tech packs. I went with the biggest one, the most expensive one, just because I was looking for what I could fit everything into and not have to go back out to my truck for. So in the front pouch here, I keep my gloves and I keep my iPad in there because we're in the day and age of technology, right? It's got a nice little clip right here, holds it in place. I haven't had any issues with it. I've had this bag for probably all summer now, just testing it out, the different features of it. Up here, this is nice. I keep some Schrader cores in here. I have some security bits up here because yes, there are pieces of equipment out there that need security bits in some of the work that I do. Not saying everybody needs those, but I keep a piece of plumbing strap for that one instance where the capacitor is just too big for the current strap. I keep enough just to strap up a capacitor. Then in here I have random bits. Probably don't need all these, but I keep a smoke detector magnet in here. This little wrench right here for doing the service ports on residential air conditioning to open and close them, etc. And a couple screws and some miscellaneous bits like the square head bits and the 1/4-inch bits for sockets and stuff. Just random stuff. Probably don't need all that in there. But it works out in my favor because sometimes I don't want to have to go back out to the truck and I have everything I could possibly need right there. This is a bag for having everything you could possibly need. You don't have to carry your drill on here. I do. It's just nice to have that little feature. I don't carry a tape measure on there. The reason why I have my meter strapped to the side here is because I don't always need a full tool bag. Sometimes I'll take my impact and my meter off of there and just go with it. So I keep a pencil and a Sharpie in the side right here. They have convenient little pouches right there. And I want to clarify, I am not sponsored by anybody, not by Vito, not by Milwaukee, nobody. It'd be nice if one of those guys did sponsor me. So on the side here, just keep my tape, my electrical tape. Yes, this one's a little prolapsed. It was sitting in the truck weird. I have these handy dandy little quick releases for chucks. I found these on Amazon for pretty cheap. They come in handy. I have my different bits that I need on there. Paddle bit if I'm going to run a thermostat wire through a headboard or something. Unibits, different sockets, etc. Little Phillips bit, Torx bits, because some electrical equipment has Torx bits on it. Don't ask me why, we got to make it difficult. So that's the side of the bag. and we'll get into how much this bag weighs as it sits right now. All right, I'm gonna throw this scale up here. As you can see, it is zeroed out right now. In all fairness, this bag starts out at just under 13 pounds. Guys, I've been using it all summer long. It is not as heavy as it sounds. I have had other tool bags that are heavier than this and way disorganized. So let's throw it on there, let it balance out. So we're at 33 pounds and 15 ounces, we'll say. Seems pretty heavy. I'm going to throw another tool bag that I have for comparison that gets really disorganized so you guys can see the weight difference. Still zeroed out. I'm going to grab that other tool bag. This is a tool bag that I used to carry when I ran industrial and commercial refrigeration and controls. It had everything possibly that I could need in it, and I used a collapsible rolling cart on this, and let me tell you, it's heavy. Oh God, now that is heavy. So that's 54 pounds and 15 ounces. Guys, this tool bag has everything I could possibly ever need in it for heavy commercial and industrial refrigeration. But let me tell you this, it is heavy. And to begin with, the bag only weighs 5 pounds. I have a cart for this. When I worked in mechanical rooms and stuff like that, this is the bag that I used. This bag is not feasible for light commercial and residential. So with this bag, we already know I have about 22 pounds of stuff in here with the meter, all of this, and the tools in here. What I really want to show is how organized this bag stays and how easy it is to access everything. Don't get me wrong. Yes, some of you are going to go, man, 22 pounds, you're doing too much, Kevin. Guys, time is money, money is time, and I do not want to have to keep going back out to my truck to find stuff and get different tools. I have everything possible needed in light commercial and residential in this bag. Now, the times that I don't carry this bag is when I have a ton of information from the customer and I really don't need to have every tool because I have a pretty good idea what's going on. I'll just take my impact, my meter, and a screwdriver. So let's get into this bag. In this front pouch, there is a strap that you can hook up to where it hangs and makes like a little shelf. I don't utilize that. I keep a small level, little torpedo level in there, just in this front pouch. Up here, I have my little right angle adapter. This comes in very handy. Totally worth it. I don't care if you buy the DeWalt one or the Milwaukee one. These are worth every penny. Saves my butt so many times. This one is impact rated. That's why I like this one. I just keep it up here, and I also keep it along with some jumpers. Here's that strap to hang your bag if you want to make it a shelf. I don't utilize that feature, but I just have some jumpers. Never bought jumpers. These are all from units that I have found jumpers in. I think while we're making this video, I think I might have a new place for this because I want to be able to access this pretty quickly. I think I'm going to slam it right in here. Good little place for it. Keeps everything organized. So in here, everything has a pocket. And these pockets stay organized. Guys, I've been running this bag for months now. I have wire strippers, side cutters, lineman's pliers, needle nose pliers. I have this wrench right here, which, I mean, it's a self-locking adjustable wrench. Instead of carrying a bunch of open-end wrenches, I just use this, and it also works on pipe. So once again, limiting how much I need in this bag. Now that we have my right angle adapter in there, I have 2 channel locks, an extension bit. Over here I have, this one is a 7/16 and 3/8 ratcheting wrench. Kevin, you're doing too much again. I don't care what you guys think. This is what I carry in my bag. a pair of sheet metal cutters, so that way I can cut sheet metal in a quick pinch if I need to. Couple oddball nut drivers, the 11/32, and I forget what the other size was for those oddball electrical fittings. A flashlight. I don't get fancy with the flashlights, guys. Harbor Freight flashlights do me just fine. 9/16 and half and 7/16 and 3/8 ratcheting wrench right here. This one's nice because it has all the different sizes in it. This one's nicer because it's very short throw. A regular service wrench, and then an oversized service wrench for larger refrigeration equipment. And then I have this little flashlight that my wife got me some years ago. Comes in handy for doing inspections. I think she got it for me off of Amazon. Comes in handy when I'm trying to get in tight spots, and it's just a normal flashlight, and it's bright enough for what I need it to do. Then I have a couple crescent wrenches in here. Then I have this 14-in-1 for HVAC. Guys, this is a nice little purchase from Klein. It's pretty good. It's got all your bits inside here. I've had that for over a year now. I bought this one not that long ago. This one has every socket in it to 9/16 down to quarter. It works out very well, and it also has different bits inside here for electrical. Comes in handy. Then I have a filter puller / magnet / hook. This thing goes out to 6 feet, I think. I want to say it was 6. It's either 6 or 8. I can't remember. Pretty handy. Drop something down inside of a commercial air conditioner return. I've retrieved a ton of stuff out with this. So that's in this pouch. It's not overkill. It's not overwhelming. I do have my Allen wrenches in here. I have my metric, and then I have my standard, and then I have my metric over here, and everything has its pocket. I can look in this bag and go, man, I'm missing something. I don't leave anything in the attic. I just keep a couple zip ties in here. You never know when you're going to need them. So that's in that front pouch right there. Then back here we have the straps. The nice thing about these is, guys, there's this bracket right here that hooks into the handle. You can use it as a regular tool bag if you don't want to use the backpack straps, or you can use the backpack straps. This is solid. It takes the weight off of this part right here and puts it into this sturdy, hard plastic top. So you just take this off, comes off super easy. This back is padded really nicely. There is a hook right here if you want to hang your bag in your van. I work out of a pickup truck, so I really don't have a whole lot of room and I have nowhere to hang a bag. That's a nice feature. But this padding is super nice. Guys, I very rarely ever fill this thing on my back. And I've gone into a lot of attics and different crawl spaces and different scuttle hatches for commercial buildings, and I have gotten up everywhere with this on my back and not had any issues. Once again, this has that folding pocket. There's a strap in here that I could pull out and lock into here and make a shelf. Back in here, I keep electrical fittings, a little organizer. That's all that's in that pocket right there. Then in this pocket, I have an inspection camera that plugs into my phone, so I can do an inspection on furnaces, coils, whatever, without cutting big holes or trying to dig and find different things. I have some gaskets in here, and sometimes I keep batteries in here. So I have little gaskets to replace on my probes if I need. It's not a cluttered mess. It stays well organized. This right here, I think, is the receipt for the tool bag. No, this is for some depressors that I have. So, if you don't own a set of probes, I know some of you guys are like, oh man, analog all the way. Guys, I don't care if you buy the JB probes, although JB, you need to come out with a manometer. That's the only reason I haven't bought your probes yet. You haven't had a manometer come out. Having the temp clamps and the probes and the psychrometers, the manometers, everything in here is organized. There's no extra BS down inside here. Then up in here, I could probably throw that away. I have these little depressors that I use. I thread on the probes, and to press down. And then I have a little electrical wiggy with an infrared thermometer. Nothing fancy, just quick checks if I'm doing that. But charging tee, if I want to charge, I use probes and a single hose. I don't get crazy with it, guys. And then the 410A mini split adapter and another one of those depressors. Instead of using low loss fittings, I prefer to use these. Works out better and much more convenient, and low loss fittings suck in my opinion. So that's everything in this bag in a nutshell. I don't have anything crazy. I don't have a ton of stuff in here. It's well organized. It doesn't get all cluttered up and out of control. I mean, yes, are they expensive? I do think they are. But in my personal opinion, I think they're worth it. I think they're built really well. Now, it's a 5-year warranty, not lifetime. If your vendor tells you it's a lifetime warranty, they're lying to you. So, I mean, this hard bottom's nice. It stands up just right. I've had the Klein backpack. Did not work out the way I wanted it to. I looked at the Milwaukee backpack, the hard one. I mean, I weighed the pros and cons. Yes, the Milwaukee one was a couple $100 cheaper than this one, but the amount of storage and pockets for what we do, it didn't fit my need. The Klein one did not fit my need either. I only kept it on my truck for maybe, 3 months before I gave it to a technician. I had another bag that I gave to a technician. That's why I bought this one. He's a brand new technician, needed a tool bag. I don't care what tool bag you're buying. They're all pretty expensive these days. So if you're going to spend the money and where it matters. If you're first starting in the industry, this bag is not for you. Learn what you need and what you're going to do. I'm not saying that this Vito Pro Tech Pack is the bag for everyone. It's the bag for me. They have different options. They have smaller bags, more compact, lighter. I just think that in the market right now for a tool bag, I think they're killing it. I think they're the better product of tool bags right now. And I've had a lot of tool bags in my 26 years of doing this. And I've had tool bags that still last, and I've had tool bags that just fall apart after a year. What is it, the CLC or OLC bags? Every single one of those that I used to buy made it like a year to 2 years. This bag, I think, is going to last me a pretty long time. I've dropped this down on some places, and this thing seems pretty sturdy. I don't know. I'm not trying to convince you guys to buy it, but I've had a couple people that when they see me with it, like, oh man, is that bag worth it? My personal opinion, it is. As far as the bag's weight goes, I'll show you how it fits on my back. I mean, it's not super crazy. It fits pretty well in my opinion. I haven't had any issues with it. It's fully adjustable. Comes with this chest strap. I don't even use that. Has these little hooks right here. It truthfully sits on my back nice enough to where it doesn't bug me. I have talked with customers for 20 minutes with this on my back. And I wasn't uncomfortable. I wasn't worn out. Carrying tool bags that are heavy and sitting there, I'm putting it down, picking it up, putting it down, picking it up. Those wear me out. This bag, for starting out like just a little over 12 pounds and being 22 pounds of stuff inside of it, it's not bad. I mean, I've seen some of you guys that have these tool bags and they're just chaos and there's no room to put them in, nowhere to work with it, and your stuff is just pure chaos. So my personal opinion is get something that you can keep organized and has a place for everything and you can fit everything you use. I don't know how many times I've watched technicians that use their Milwaukee little tool bags that come for the drills and stuff, or the DeWalt ones, and they're just digging stuff out of them. And then you're wasting time. You have stuff that you don't really need in it. You think it's more efficient because it weighs 15 pounds, but then you're going back to your truck because you forgot you took something out of that bag and you put it somewhere else. This bag, I know everything that's in it, and I can complete every service call with it. find yourself a bag that's worth it. But if you're looking for a good bag, I think the Veto bags are probably the way to go. I think I'm waiting for Veto to come out and get their, it's called the hose hauler bag back on the market. It's like back ordered or something right now. And that holds all your evacuation hoses, your micron gauges and everything. I've seen someone with one and now I want one. And I'm also looking for I think it's called the MB4, M4B4 or something like that. I recently purchased the Ambro torch kit, which I'm going to do a little video on that. And I'm looking for a backpack that's sturdy and solid and can fit in it. And it can fit in. And I think the M4B4 is the pack for that. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you do any more reviews on tools, stuff like that. I'm going to do a review on the Ambro torch kit. I recently purchased that like a few months ago, and it has worked out pretty well for me. So let me know what you guys think. And if you think that Milwaukee or Veto are sponsoring me, wrong. Nobody sponsors me. Sorry I haven't done any videos in a while either. I've been super busy with work, just trying to get things done, trying to help out technicians. I'm not one of those managers that just tells people what to do. I'm out there in the stink with them. I'm out there in the field. I'm doing a lot of work with them. I recently had a lot of emergency walk-ins that we had to replace. So I'm out there and I'm busy, and that's why I haven't made any videos. Sorry. But check out the Veto Pro packs or any of their packs. They're well worth it in my opinion. Yes, they're a little pricey, but I think for the quality of what you're getting, it's well worth it. So keep on HVACing on, guys.
If you like this video or any of the other videos, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and as usual, happy HVACing.